To be a medieval knight seems rather thrilling, with all the swordplay, roundtable shenanigans, and castles. Knights received status, wealth, and other advantages from the job. The process of becoming a knight started as young as 7, with horse and weapon training. A youngster would work with a local knight, baron, or royal court member to learn the skills they needed on the battlefield. After years of study and serving various masters, knighthood was dubbed around the age of 18 to 21, if the individual made it that far. Most of the time, knight status could only be achieved by the wealthy, but occasionally a lower-class member performed a brave act and received a knighthood for their valor. While some females belonged to chivalric orders, they weren't technically knights, although many proved potent during warfare, including Nicola de la Haye, born around 1150, who successfully defended her castle for 40 days. While the knighthood could offer danger,
Jesus Christ! I warned you!
It also created opportunities. A knight favored by a king or lord for his military service might receive a fief, a section of the king's land gifted to the knight. Often the deal came with peasants who worked the land for him. Basically, the knight paid no rent and had underlings who did all the farming and maintenance for free. As long as the knight held the noble's esteem, the land remained his. Plus, the knight's children could inherit his fiefdom if the beneficiary also continued serving as king. Knights also aspired to marry well, hoping that their status provided access to an heiress. Such unions increased their wealth and landholdings. Most knights only achieved this, though, if favored by their lord. Then, arrangements for a wedding between the knight and one of the manor's daughters might occur, an event that cemented the knight's relationship with his benefactor. When not at war, peacetime knights only worked 40 days a year. Their duties lightened as well, and instead of charging on the battlefield, knights mostly protected those that employed them. In England, knights only served the king, but in other places such as France, other noble factions could call them to duty. This made them powerful. Who is going to say no to a knight collecting taxes? Knights sometimes were called to war in the name of God, like in the 8 Crusades, a series of Christian-Muslim religious wars fought to secure holy sites and extend landholdings. Ransacking the stricken areas provided bounty for the knights. Despite the knights' attempts to stay honorable and pious, they often failed to listen to religious leaders' dictates, like that time during the 4th Crusade when they pillaged Constantinople instead of overthrowing the Muslim rulers of Jerusalem as Pope Innocent III had commanded. As armies professionalized, the need for knights waned. New, powerful weapons like the crossbow and firearms easily killed knights on horseback despite their rigorous years of training. The final years of the Middle Ages also saw the last time knights offered their powerful presence on the battlefield as they became replaced with paid soldiers and mercenaries. Modern-day knighthood looks much different from the past. Usually it is something bestowed upon a person by royalty for a service, although not necessarily a military one. The Queen of England, for example, has made musicians like Paul McCartney, Elton John, and Bono honorary knights for their cultural contribution to society. Elements of the knighthood also appear in martial arts, with schools in North America and Europe teaching similar methodology and using medieval fighting techniques in their curricula. Such educational places will offer students knighthood after several courses of instruction and testing. You can often see these knights, garbed in armor, fighting at demonstrations or medieval and Renaissance fairs. Some medieval knight orders remain, like the Knights Hospitallers and Teutonic Knights. Rather than fighting battles, these knights have other missions. Knights Hospitaller became the Order of St. John, and now conducts charitable missions around the globe. The Teutonic Knights have also gone humanitarian and are headquartered in Vienna. Guess the perks of knighthood these days are more about feeling good about the work you do than collecting riches. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more grunge videos about your favorite topics are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.